Hit the like, excuse me, hit the like, share, subscribe. I don't know what's going on. I've been trying to go live here and everything, and damn, there we go, there we go. But I don't know what's going on. I'm still trying to figure out what StreamYard is doing. But you don't have to do the intro, and y'all know what it is. Like, share, subscribe. I was gonna wait a couple of the homies come through, and we're gonna get on this college basketball, talk about the men and women's college basketball season. I'm very excited for this season, and we're gonna go from there. It's 12:04 out here on the west. I've been literally trying to come on since like 4. I mean, since like 11 actually, but it's 12:04 here right now. But no matter, nevertheless, I'm here. So we're about to get this thing going here. I will be starting off with the ladies. This is strictly a college basketball stream. Now I will not be talking about the NBA, only college basketball. Okay. I'll be doing NBA after college basketball season is over with. All right, let's just get it on. Let's get it started. All right. I'm gonna go to the ladies' side first. Defending champions LSU and their rankings goes as such. Got LSU 1, you got UConn 2, Iowa 3, um, UCLA is 4, Utah is 5, South Carolina is 6, Ohio State is 7th, Virginia Tech is 8, Indiana is 9. Yeah, Indiana girls are nice. I like their squad. Notre Dame girls is good too. They get their point guard back. They got 10. They got Olivia Miles, I think is her name is. I know her last name is Miles. But let's keep on going. Then they got Tennessee at 11. Then they got Ole Miss at 12. Texas at 13. Maryland's at 14. Stanford is 15. North Carolina is 16. Louisville is 17. Florida State is 18. Baylor is 19. Colorado is 20. Southern Cal is 21. Creighton is 22. Illinois is 23. Washington State 24. And 25 is Mississippi State. It's going to be very interesting this year. Um, because you got LSU, they're locked and loaded. Then you got Caitlin Clark from Illinois. I mean, not from Illinois, from Purdue, from Iowa. Excuse me, Iowa. I'm thinking about Zach Edey. But oh no, but as I'm looking, that habit came out with um like the best players from around all around women's college basketball like they did for the guys just yet. But I'm looking to see if I could see like they did last year. I could just do the players to watch in all 32 conferences. Um, we're just gonna do the Power Six. Um, in the Big 12, you got Rory Harmon, 5'6", Texas guard, one of the best defensive players in the country, regardless of position. Harmon's the glue that kept them all together. unaware to share the Big 12 title last year. She averaged 7.7 assists per game, was a program record. She and Kayla Clark were the only players in the country last season to average 11.7 assists and 5 rebounds. In the Big Ten, of course, is of course it's going to be Caitlin Clark. Her top account. I'm just going by what they say on ESPN. Their top competition point guard rises. Um, the what Dariana, Little Page Bug, 6'1", Baylor Bears, potential breakout star as a sophomore. Little Page was one of the best freshmen in the country last season, which she was. She was unanimous choice of that as the top rookie of the Big 12, which now the Bears fully separate from the Kim Monkey era. She might be the face of the program. I think she's going to be. She's nice. She's cold. I just can't wait to see her progression as she goes into her sophomore season. Okay, and then we'll go to the Big Ten. Of course, it's Caitlin Clark. She's 6 feet. Played for the Hawkeyes. I call her the female Steph Curry. Uh, the Big Ten has a host of good players, which they do. But Clark as the Big Ten Player of the Year might be the easiest prediction of the 32. There's no more dynamic scoring in the game, and she has led the country in assists 2 years running. Her shooting range is incomparable, and no player Alex more excellent, more excitement. They say she averaging 27.2 points, 7.9 assists, 7 rebounds, are staggering. Her top competition in the Big Ten is going to be Mackenzie Holmes out of Indiana Hoosiers. I told y'all last year, the last couple of years, Vaughn. I can't wait to Vaughn come up here, but yeah, yeah, Indiana been knocking on the door, man. They be having some good squads the last 4 or 5 years. Um, Basically ever since they got the new coach that they have. I don't know, I forgot how long she's been there, but ever since they had her, she been in Indiana's going to be very scary this year. The main reason because of this lady, Mackenzie Holmes. In most leagues, in most years, Mahomes would be a heavy favorite to be Conference Player of the Year. Clark makes that nearly impossible in the Big Ten. Holmes, whose decision to stay for a fifth year, keeps Indiana among the best teams in the country, was a Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year and a first team All American. All right, we're going to go to the Pac-12, and they got Cameron Brink. And last season wore it on and prepared. As the season wore on, it became clear that Brink was Stanford's best player. That would be the case that from one day this year, when she'd be the number one option for the Cardinal every trip up the floor. She set career highs in points, rebounds, and assists in 2022-23 season, but most notable was her 3.5 blocks per game. Those solidify her stats as one of the best defensive players in the country. And her top competition is Alyssa Pili. She's 6'2" from Utah last year's winner. Pili led the conference in scoring and field goal percentage at 20.7 points per game, 59% from the field. And in her first year with the Utes after transferring from USC, transferring the Utes into a elite program, earning their highest NCAA tournament seed ever at number two. All right, and then we're gonna go to the SEC. The top players they put there in there is Rakelia Jackson out of Tennessee Lady Vols. Lady Vols is trying to get back get back in the thick of things. I like the direction that they are going in. Getting I forgot the coach name. She's played for Tennessee for the Lake Pass Summit, but they got her as the best player in that conference. And they said despite a 4-year career in the SEC that has been averaging 17 points per game over time with both Mississippi State and Lady Ball, Jackson has received as much attention as some of her conference stars. That might change this season. Her game grew more efficient in her first season in Knoxville. Jackson Jackson averaged 54.8 field goal percentage was her career best, and her 19.2 points ranked third in the conference. Her top competition is Ada Reese, with the arrivals of Haley Van Lee. And then this Morrow to LSU reached numbers that were so eye popping a year ago: 23 points per game, 15 rebounds per game. Might take a hit, but she still easily qualifies as one of the best players in the SEC and in the country. Okay, and let me see. I forgot somebody else. Then Atlanta 10, they got Maya Torre, 6'1" out of Rhode Island Rams of the Summer International Basketball. A year ago from France, they propelled her from a little used player on Rhode Island bench to the Rams' best player. She led the A10 regular season co-champions in scoring at 13.8 and rebounding at 8.2, and an outstanding athlete and a tireless worker. Torre might be ready to be the best, to be the conference best player, they say. Her top competition is Kayla McCormick at 5'11" guard out of St. Louis Billikens. In her 4 year collegiate career, including three at Longwood, McCain has never averaged more than 17 points per game. Her 27 points against UMass in the A10 title game propelled the Billikens to their first conference tournament championship. And then let's go to the Big East. The Big East, they predicted Paige Buckers is going to be the best player in the conference, be the player of the year. And they said it feels so long ago that Butler was the best player in college basketball, but it was only 2020-21 that she took home every National Player of the Year. Injuries cost so much of her 2021 and 2022 season and all of last season, but she showed her ability to bounce back when recovered 2 years ago to lead the Huskies to the national championship game. Points included a Bridgeport Regional most outstanding player and a Final Four All Tournament selection for Buckner. Completely healthy, Buckner will be back in the running for national honors again. Her top competition is they say in our conference is Aaliyah Edwards, 6'3" forward. UConn guard Arthur Ford could be thrown in the mix as well. With the Huskies expected to dominate the Big East if they stay healthy, Edwards is one of the UConn stars who has been healthy throughout her career, and she blossomed last season as one of the best front court players in the country. She led the Huskies with 16.6 points per game, and in the Big East with a 58.9 field goal percentage. All right, we're gonna go to the Big Sky, and they predicting that Jamie Laura, she's 5'9", Eastern Washington Eagles. All 3 seasons, minimal playing time at Arizona State. She joined the Eagles, became the Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year at 2 point steals per game. She also ranked third in the conference in assists, 5.1 assists, and scored 11.4 points per game. Her conference competition is Carmen uh, Geithler, 6'1" forward out of Montana Lady Grizzlies, an all conference honoree in each of her last 3 seasons. She led the Lady Grizzlies scoring and emerged now as one of the Big Sky best shooters. She averaged 14.2 points per game. Then we got the Big South. Big South um, is Lauren Bevis at 5'5" out of High Point Panthers. She's second in the Player of the Year vote last year, regarding well. Bevis brings 15.4 points per game, 40.9% shooting from the Panthers, and for her bonus, and to the Panthers for her bonus season. They say her top competition is Christabel Uzma. She's 6'2". Campbell fighting camels. Also as a junior, Izuma was named first team All Big South while setting career highs with points per game and rebounds. She almost averaged a double double, 10.3, 9.3 rebounds. Okay, all right. In the Big West is Lily. I don't know, Wanakapu out of Hawaii Rainbow in 2 seasons. She has been the best Big West Freshman of the Year at Cal State Fullerton in the first season All Conference team selection out of Iowa. She led the Rainbow Ryan in points, 12.9 points per game, 2.9 assists per game, 1.7 steals per game. 30 average, 32 minutes. And she shot 33% for three and free throws. She got to improve that. But let's say her top competition is Yvonne Turner, 5'9" at UC Davis Aggies. The Aggies all-time leading three-point shooter. Turner led the Big West in scoring last year at 15.1 points per game. And then in Coastal Athletic Association, they got Kylie Cornet Lucas out of Towson State after leaving Virginia. She has been conference the conference sixth player of the year and defensive player of the year. Her offense and on the display last season as well, leading the Tigers in points per game at 14, rebounds 7.3, and an assist at 4. Her top competition is Jada Logan, 5'9", Charleston Cougars. In her first season with the Cougars, she was second in the scoring at 18 points per game and recorded the second triple double in program history. In Conference USA, they got Savannah Reeler, 5'6" guard out of Middle Tennessee, Blue Raiders. Reeler was a top scorer on the team last year and set the record for most league wins. She also led the team in assists. Her top competition is Destiny Salary at 6'1", West Kentucky Lady Toppers, a former four-star recruit. Salary played the last two seasons at Ole Miss and now has a great opportunity with the Lady Tigers. Yeah, she actually does. You know, 'cause she actually does. I remember watching her play at Mississippi. So hey, okay. Then we got the Horizon League. They got Destiny Leo, 5'10", Cleveland State Vikings. Finally be the best player in that league in Horizon League history. He'll be attempting to defend her 2023 Player of the Year trophy for the second straight season. Leah led the league in scoring at 17.9 and was among the country best free throw shooters at 91.1%. Her top competition is Brooke Quarles Daniels, 5'7", Golden State Grizz. Golden Grizz, one of the most decorated recruits in Oakland history. Um, she was the Horizon best freshman a year ago, led the Golden Grizz with 12.1 points and 3.1 assists per game. Then at the Ivy League, they got Abby ASU. Yeah, that's her. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. She's 5'11". She played for Columbia Lions, one of the most prolific shooters in the country. She set the Ivy League single season record for three-pointers and ranked second in the country with 3.3 trays made per game. Her 17.8 per game led the league. She also could be even better after spending the summer competing with Team USA at the Mirror Cup in Mexico. Her top competition is Caitlin Chain, 5'9", Princeton Tigers. Last year's season winner and Ivy League tournament most outstanding player each of the last two seasons. She remains the leader on the Ivy League's best team. And then we're gonna go to the MAC, and they got Leah Parker, Nigeria Purple Eagles, the only underclassman on an all MEAC first team. Parker led the conference in scoring at 16.9 and ranked second in the country with 3.4 steals per game. That all helped the Purple Eagles to the postseason as the Division One program for the first time in their history. And then they say her top competition is Anaja Brown, Oceana Saints. If the Saints are to challenge for their first record single title since 2004, Brown coming off a third team All MAC season will have to be one of the best conference best players. Now we're gonna go to the MAC, and they got Quenisha Lockett, 5'10", Toledo Rockets, with one of the best 3 years runs in program history. She'll be on every national major player of the year list. We asked Chad, this girl can go. She was voted the Mid America last player of the year after averaging 17.9, 4.9 rebounds, 3.6 assists, and 1.2 steals per game. And yeah, this other girl can play too. Regan Bass out of Akron says the only underclassmen to make all conference first team. Bass is ranked in the top 10 in the scoring at 17.1, rebounds 17.7. Her field goal percentage is um 51.3%, and she averaged 1.1 blocks per game. And then in the MEAC, we got Diamond Johnson, 5'5", Norfolk State Spartans. They say after in a Big Ten freshman team season at Rutgers, she was the ACC's Sixth Player of the Year in 2022 and NC State leading score at 12.3 last season. Her presence makes the Spartans a heavy favorite for the third consecutive regular season title. They say her top competition is Destiny Howell out of Howard Bison's last year winner. Howell led the MEAC in scoring 16.8 points per game, and she shot 35.6 from three. In the Missouri Valley, we got Caitlin Young out of Murray State Racers. She had the Racers been more successful last year in eighth place. Young might be going for the Player of the Year three-peat. She won in OVC in 2022 and then led them in scoring at 20.1 points per game and rebounding at 81.8 rebounds a game. According to her hoop stats, her advanced metrics, she was 12th in the country in offensive win shares. I don't get into all that win share stuff, that stuff. But yeah, she is a good forward. Her top competition is Grace Buffelli out of Northern Iowa Panthers. If UNI is going to win its first NBC title since 2016, she would need have to be a big player, duplicating last year's 16.1 points per game, 9.2 rebounds, and 55%, 0.3% shooting from the field will qualify. And then in the Mountain West, we got the Lady Rebels, Desi Ray Young. Young she was Mountain West Player of the Year last year, and then even better last season, but lost to Colorado State. Makina Hoschild. The word is young to lose this time around. The Lady Rebels have been the dominant team for consecutive seasons, and Young is a big reason why. She led the team in rebounding at 10.2, and she was second in the team in points, 17.8, and field goal percentage, 59.4%. They say our top competition is Alita Furtick out of Wyoming Cowgirls. The two best players in the Mountain West Conference might be centers and rarity in the modern game. But yeah, Mountain West, yeah, them two girls, because I see a lot of them out there because I live out here in the West. But yeah, they basically got the two best like centers like going at it in the conference. That's crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna be. I don't want to go through all of them like that. Then the one. So we just gonna go get to the men's. Um, we gonna get to the men's man, and then if the homies that I sent links to, man, y'all come on in, man, so we can get on and chop it up, man, about this college basketball. Cause this is gonna be the young gonna be doing the games this year, and then after the men's and the women's tournament will be over, then I'm gonna be switching over to the NBA because them by then it'll be the playoffs or the play-in tournament, whatever they're gonna be doing. But let's get back to the business. So um, let's go to the men. They got my J. Everybody knows that I am a Kansas Jayhawk fan. Um, so you see it on the screen. But anyway, they got them number one. They got Duke number two. They got Purdue number three. Michigan State four. Marquette five. UConn six. Houston seven. Creighton is eight. Tennessee is at nine. Florida eight. Florida Atlantic is ranked number 10. Gonzaga is at 11. Arizona is at 12. Miami's 13. Arkansas is 14. Texas A&M is 15. 16 would have been. Let's just get to I know Arkansas gonna look totally different this year. It just I like college basketball, but it just really to see that team that he had last year, and he was able to. I know they would have lost. one part I think to graduation or whatever like that. But if I would have seen that team develop again for another mix, I think they would have been even more even scarier. But they're gonna look totally different this year. So then you got Arkansas, you got Texas A&M, who got a great point guard. And it's gonna be player of the year candidate as in the conference. Then they got Kentucky at 15, 16. San Diego State, they who lost to UConn in the national championship last year. They got them at 17. They got Texas at 18. Texas gonna look totally different this year as well. But they got Carolina at 19. They got Baylor at 20. They got UCLA at 21. They got Villanova at 22. St. Mary's at 23. Alabama at 24. And they got the Fighting Illini at 25. Shout out to my boy Big Worm, man. I know that's your spot, Illinois, man. I'm gonna try to. Hey, I'm definitely gonna be doing all the teams, man. It ain't just gonna be my team. And you know what I'm saying. So I will be doing some Duke and Kentucky and all that good stuff, man. All the powerhouse teams and stuff, Michigan. You know what I mean. So depending on the night, but I know definitely Saturday, Sunday, man. That's gonna be like college basketball crazy day for me. I might do like two games. You know what I'm saying? So I live in the West Coast. I might be able to do three. So I'm just really excited for this year, man, and I just can't wait for college basketball. So let's get ready. I'm just gonna read Dick Vitale's Player of the Year, Diaper Dandies is what he like to call it. Let me see here. I was just on it. Oh, here it is, right here. Well, this is his preseason All Americas. Then I'm gonna do the Diaper Dandies next. Okay, the first team he has Zach Edey out of Purdue. Then they got Armando Bangkok out of North Carolina. Then they got Johnny Broom out of he went to Auburn. Okay, then they got oh yeah, I forgot they're the NIL and all that stuff. Yeah, they can get another season on the belt. Then he got Burrow Bowie from Northwestern. Yeah, he's tight. Yeah, he's cold too. Then the second team they got Hunter Dixon out of Kansas, Dylan Jones, River State, Deron Holmes, Dayton Flyers, Terrence Shannon out of the Fighting Alumni. He transferred there from Texas Tech. Then they got Flip Kowski out of Duke. Duke gonna be scary this year. And then they got UCLA Bruins, Adam Bona. Yeah, he's a great defender. Then they got Tulu Smith out of Mississippi State. Now let me see who Dickie V think his Diaper Dandy's gonna be. Cause mostly when Dickie V do be pulling on about them Diaper Dandy, let me just see who he got on here. Out of McDonald's All Americans. Okay, he got Xavier Booker out of Michigan State, Elliot Cadu out of North Carolina Tar Heels. They got Stephon Castle out of UConn, Isaiah Collier of USC, Justin Edwards, Kentucky Wildcats, Kwame Evans, Oregon Duck, Bronny James, USC, Jeremy McCain, Duke Blue Devil, McKenzie. I can't pronounce his name. Yeah, he's gonna be a dog. I'm Indiana gonna be very good this year too. And then they get their point guard back. That they definitely needed last year. Indiana gonna be scary this year. Um, then they got Jacoby Walter out of Baylor Bears. Then they got Cody Williams out of Colorado Buffalo. That's what we think. That's gonna be Dr. Danny's out of the freshman. Are you backstage? How you backstage, bro? How you backstage? I'm on the studio. How you backstage? Hold on, man. I'm gonna drop it in. We can't drop it again, man, because I'm done now. Reading the thing, I ain't even see you backstage, bro. Like, you didn't beep or anything. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I ain't got the intro. I don't know what's going on, man, 'cause they ain't even let me play the intro or anything. No, 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 like I normally do on the background, but it's all good because my thing got to update and all that stuff. I'm gonna wait till my homie come in. We're gonna get this thing started here. But teams that I'm looking at this year, it's gonna be interesting how Purdue's gonna look this year. They're bringing Zach Edey back. Um, I'm looking at their guard play. Will their guard play improve and everything? And Arizona is another team I'm even looking at. Um, they they always reload and build. Are they gonna still bend their Achilles heel? It's gonna show like it did the last couple of seasons when they played in the first round of the tournament. That's one thing I like about college basketball because it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. But you always want to me, the teams that can really catch hot, you always want to play good towards the end of the season. You want to be playing your best basketball towards the end of the season going into the conference tournament. Now, I had seen teams that was playing real good and then lose, and they lose in the conference championship game or they get knocked out early and they still win a chip. You know what I mean? So you just want to be clicking at all centers and playing your best. That's what I think. The teams I've seen, they got they hit a hot streak. You know what I mean? Second half of the season. Um, let me see, because let me. Um, it's gonna be interesting how Shaka Smart, Marquette. You know what I mean? One of their players went to the league. They're gonna be interesting. I'm just gonna be watching all these teams, man. And even these little small, little mid-major teams too that a lot of people don't be paying attention to. I'm the type of person I pay attention to everything, So I'm really excited how Florida Atlantic, um, coming out of nowhere and then get and they program history and get ranked 10th and they bring everybody back. You know what I'm saying? Too much is given and much is required. So you know, people gonna have a target. You gonna have a target on your back. You know what I mean? So I want to see how Kansas gonna be. Kansas, I'm real excited about this. I really like the team, but I just like to. I just want to see them when they play against good competition. You know, you got the you know, you got the they played in that tournament in Chicago. I know they play Kentucky this year. I think they alternate years. One year they play Kentucky, then the next year they play Duke. Um, Duke gonna be interesting as well. They They are like Duke always do. They reload. In Texas, they all they do is they reload it as well. They do got one. They do got Abrams. He actually from Texas. He actually led the country in points. Actually, he was at he played for I think it was Tulsa. I think Houston is going to be in the Big 12 this year. Um, that's going to be interesting. And next following year, yeah, they got them. They got conference. They got BYU is in the Big 12. Then they got who else is that? Uh, I know Colorado's coming there next year. I know Arizona's coming there next year. Uh, Houston, BYU. I'm trying to think on top of my head right quick. Then they got conference. Then they got Central University of Central Florida, and that's another team though too. Wow, I can't think of it right now. I think Baylor's going to be. Still going to be Baylor. USC is going to be really exciting. UCLA, they they reloaded and everything, so it's going to be very interesting. I'm very excited about this college basketball season. Like, I really am. So you want to anybody want to talk college basketball, man? I'll drop the link in the chat, man. So yeah, so everything's good though. I'm just really excited. I'm gonna see how Louisville gonna look. Now that Payne is able to get players that that he's gonna be recruiting that fits his what he's trying to do at Louisville. Um, who's another team that I was just thinking about? Um, yeah, North Carolina is an interesting team as well. Because last year, they started off preseason number one. You know what I mean? It didn't even, you know, they had an up and down season. So and then oh boy, he transferred though too from St. Louis. Um, I think he's at Arizona. Um, yeah, I think he is at Arizona. Um, Michigan State gonna be Michigan State. Michigan is. I want to see how they find out alumni how they're gonna be this year. Ohio State. I do like their freshman that they have. I don't know. Did he declare is he coming back? I don't know. I won't find that out after the season starts. I think the season starts what we January, February, March, April, May, June. This next month. I think the first game of this year is October 5th. Um, yeah, anybody know about college basketball, man? Just come on, hit the link, man. I don't talk long enough, man. If nobody don't show, I ain't know Ron Towers in the back, man. My fault, man. I didn't even know. I was just been reading. Didn't even, cause normally they let me know with a beep or something like that. Let me know somebody's here. But salute, Keith. Salute, man. Salute my boy Three Stacks, man. What's good, man? Yeah, and even the girls gonna be crazy though too, man. The girls gonna be crazy this year, man. The Big Ten and the SEC is gonna be to me the most watched. No disrespect. I just think them two conferences and of course the Pac-12. I'm gonna watch the Pac-12. Um, then the most they like to me they like the I think the Big Ten women and the SEC are the best conferences so far right now. And for the men, in my opinion, I just think the Big 12 and the Big Ten are the best conferences. and the Big East. What the Big East was good last year, by the way. I just think the Big East, the Big 12, um, the Big 10, and I don't want to miss over nobody else. Big 10. Who else we got? The ACC been kind of downwards lately. Um, that's why I'm still gonna watch it because I grew up watching all that stuff. So I just think them three right there are the best conferences right now going into this season. The Big 12, the Big 10, and I think the Big 10 and the Big 12 are the top two. You can put them in any order you want to put them in, but it's going to be very interesting as the season go on because in the season you see teams that has tighter aspirations. And I'm really interested in what Kentucky's going to do as well because you got one of the best recruiting classes in the country, and what you're going to do with all that. You got DJ Wagner, and, and I'm just waiting to see what they're going to do. Um, all these little teams, it's going to be a very exciting season. I'm very looking forward to it. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me just go to college basketball. Oh man, like the teams I mentioned to spark my interest. I think USC, even if they didn't have Bronny James, they still have one. They have that team is gonna be nice this year. And then they still got my boy Boogie. They still got Boogie that started at playing for Penny. Then they got Boogie Ellis coming back. Shout out to Boogie Ellis. I like his game. I want to see him really, take that next step. You know what I'm saying, and be a leader on that team, which I think he will be. You know, and what other teams? That I just gotta look at the rankings. Hold on one second. Other teams that I'm really looking at is Houston, Marquette, UConn. They're gonna be different. They are the national champions. They're gonna be different this year, but Bobby Hurley, they recruit really well. Um, I think Texas A&M they've been teetering of late to Buzz. He always had that team always ready, locked and loaded. That's another team that sparked my interest this year. Baylor's gonna be Baylor. They're gonna be different. But uh, they I ain't worried about Baylor. In a sense, Alabama gonna be totally different this year because they lost a lot. They lost a lot on their team, but so it's next person up kind of thing. I don't know who they got there, but it's gonna be very interesting to see. Gonzaga gonna be different. Um, but I don't on a team that 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 can challenge the Zags to me is St. Mary's. St. Mary's always gave the Zags. You know, I like that guard that they got. He was a freshman last year, but he's gonna be a sophomore this year. I'm looking forward for that guy. I can't think of his name right now, but he got game though. Um, see how he take his next step going to his sophomore season, and then I'm really interested in, Tennessee's going to be different as well. A lot of people ain't talk about them. I'm really interested in seeing Memphis play this year as well. Um, and see what Penny got going on down there. And then, Miami is another. I mean, I'm looking at all these teams. It ain't just like my team. I look at all these teams, and then when it comes to bracket time, we'll sit on here like we have been doing the last couple of years, do our bracketology in the men's and the women's, yeah, and everything like that. So we gonna get it going. I'm very excited this season, man. Like, yeah, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on. Yeah, and okay, yeah. The first game of the season is on the 5th, and then the first game of the season is on the 5th. On that day, you got University of Monroe play number 7 Houston, Morehead State play Alabama, Sanford play number 3 Purdue, Northern Iowa play number 6 UConn, Tennessee Tech play Tennessee. This is the men's. I will do the ladies right after this. American University, they will play number 22 Villanova. New Jersey IT play number 13 Miami. Radford play number 19 North Carolina. Kansas, they play North Carolina Central at home. Alcorn State play Arkansas. They gonna be ranked 14. Arkansas still gonna be good. They're gonna be different, but I like what he's doing in Arkansas. Arkansas is gonna be another scary team. Then you got Texas A&M Commerce. You New Mexico State play Kentucky. I think that's the team that Jamal Masper's son played for. Is it that one or is it New Mexico? Hold on, I'm about to find out. Okay, no, okay, okay, that's the same. Okay, let me see who the roster is right quick. No, he ain't on this team. Which one of them teams he played? Is it New Mexico? Oh, he at University of Mexico. This New Mexico State. Okay, so let me fact check that right quick. I know it's one of the New Mexico teams. Yeah, he played for New Mexico. Okay, I knew it was one of them. Okay, let's continue on here. And then we got Villanova play American University. I already said that. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, then Texas played Incarnate World. Illinois played Eastern Illinois. James Madison played Michigan State. Michigan State is rated number 4. Um, Izzo, he always recruits well and everything like that. So then they got Marquette at number 5. They play Northern Illinois. The Blue Devils host Dartmouth. Arizona play Morgan State. USC play Kansas State. That's gonna be in Las Vegas. That's gonna be an interesting game. And then St. Mary's play. I don't know who this. Stannis State. And Cal State Fullerton play San Diego State. Let me go to the ladies. See what they schedule looking like the first day of the season. Go back. Hit the wrong thing here. All right, let's go to schedule. Now they start Monday on the 6th, and you got Fairleigh Dickinson play Iowa, Cal Poly played number 24 Washington State. The, I'm trying to see all the notable Queen Universities play Ole Miss, number 12 Ole Miss. South Carolina play Notre Dame, first game of the season. That hey, I love it. That's coming on ESPN, and that is only what? That's at 10:8. That's at 10. So I'll be at work. Yeah, I'll be at work. I get off at 2 on the weekends. Okay. So I don't miss that game, but that's gonna be a very interesting game because Notre Dame get they point guard back, and I like that Notre Dame squad too. I think that's the only team to me that could challenge UConn um, in the Big East. And then who else? Ohio State. They play USC 21. That's gonna be a good game. And then Utah. They play Mississippi Valley State. Harvard play at Maryland. 14 Maryland. LSU play Colorado. Colorado ladies are ranked preseason. Well, they ranked 20th. LSU is ranked number one. And Baylor plays Southern at home. UCLA play Purdue at home. That's gonna be an interesting game. The Oregon State ladies play Arkansas Flying Buff. Who do the Oregon girls don't play that day? Okay, State played Pest Pavilion. And then Creighton. Yeah, Creighton girls are nice. They play North Dakota State. So it's gonna be a very interesting year, man. I'm so excited about it. Let's get it on. It's gonna be all fun. It's all love, man. And shoot, man, I'm about to sit here and just I'll go back to the basics tomorrow. So I'm about to get up out of here and everything like that. But shout out to everybody, man, who came through and everything like that, man. Just listen, man. Hey, this college basketball, the best time of the year, man. We be doing college basketball games, all that on Saturdays. It's gonna be on Saturdays and Sundays. Saturday, Sunday's gonna be in the afternoon, West Coast time. And then on Monday and Tuesday, it'll still be West Coast time. So if they have an early game or whatever, I might be able to do two in one night. You know what I mean? But I know, but basically, I'm gonna try to do two games. And then we gotta have the holiday tournament. So, well, my schedule is now I have more flexibility. I can do them games on those days. But I know like the days that I work, like on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, now yeah, I ain't gonna be able to get no games on that. I could, that's yeah, that's not happening. So hit the like, share, subscribe, man. Yeah, college basketball season, man, is about to be upon us, and I can't wait for it. Um, you want to donate to Overhead Podcast? It's on the screen. If not, let's move on, man. I don't be begging nobody for money. I gotta take care of myself. I'm a grown man. You know what I mean? I don't ask nobody for nothing. You know what I mean? So I've always been like that way. And that's one thing my dad always taught me how to be a man. Says, ain't nobody ain't gonna do nothing for you. You gotta go out there and get it yourself. You gotta go do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? The right way. You know what I mean? So, hey, it's all fun and love. Shout out to everybody that y'all gonna be hearing on here, man. My boy Leezy gonna be on here talking about his little two Blue Devils. I ain't on no disrespect, nothing like that. Um, and then you got my boy Vaughn. He gonna be on here talking sometimes. Ron Time, he like his Georgetown. Oh yeah, I can't forget, man. St. John's, man. Rick Pitino, man. I can't forget. And I'm really, I'm really excited for St. John's as well. Um, hey, because yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting year. And I'm looking, man, I can't wait for it, man. So we only got 13, we got about like 18 more days. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, because 14, we got about 19 more days, or 20 or something like that. But we gonna get there. But y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe out there, man. I'm gonna be out, man. Yeah, just gonna just enjoy the rest of my day, man. And it's a nice day out here in Oregon, man. And I'm about to go outside for a bit and just chill out, man, and just enjoy the rest of my day, man. And y'all just be safe out there, man. And this ain't no hate. This ain't no animosity. None of that stuff with me. I don't. I'm not. I don't. I don't. I'm not. I'm not here for all that. I'm not. I never have been like that as a man. So I know I'm just gonna continue to be me. I'm not gonna be somebody I'm not. I'm not gonna sit there and just believe what somebody's telling me is actually factual or truth, where I see something clear for myself in my own eyes, and all the upbringings that my father, my mother, and my family, my aunties, my uncles, and anybody that's been inspiration in my life, hey, they ain't never been wrong. So why I want to listen to this world stuff? Because it's like this world that I have, the world just can't give it to me. They can't. The world can't. They try to take it, but they can't. This is just fun, man. I just do it because I love it. This is why I love basketball, because I watched college basketball growing up as a kid, watching Allen Iverson and watching Ray go at it in the Garden for the national. Just watching them go at it in the regular season, then you end up doing it in the championship. Corliss Williamson's Arkansas days, Nolan Richardson. I could go on and on and on, man. Even my team, Kansas. We moved to Kansas, then in the Miracles. And then Boy Williams had all them good squads as well, even though they, never won no title. Then they got I seen three of them in my lifetime. I see Danny and the Miracles, and then I felt like they would have won it that year when that year that got canceled. They canceled the year because of COVID. I really truly believe they would have won it that year as well. And I just remember the old school Arizona teams and all the Michigan teams, the Fab Five, and then the North Carolina with Stackhouse and with Rasheed and Ed Cota and Jeff McGinnis. Um, even Duke, I didn't like them, but I respected them. They had Shane, they had Grant Hill, they had Cherokee Parrs, Kristen Leitner, Danny Ferry, um, then JJ Reddick, and and my boy Jason Williams. They had Jason Williams. Jason Williams was one of my, then they had Corey McGetty. Yeah, Duke had some cats. St. John's, as well, the old school St. John's, old time Georgetown Hoyas too. Patrick Ewing, one of the best decorated. That's why I tell y'all. Now, some of y'all just wait to watch these players when they get to college. And some of us, they just watch their transition, watch them from high school to college, and then watch they progress in the NBA as well. So the old school on running Rebels team with Larry Johnson, Greg Anthony, and I remember the old school Arkansas teams as well, but with Corliss Williamson and Scotty Thurman and Corey Beck and Clinton McDaniel and even UCLA, Toby Bailey, old Bannon brothers, Tyus Edney and Zedek. Man, I could just go on and on about all the championship teams, even Carmelo. Meet my Jayhawks, one of the best tournament runs ever, ever. He has one of the great ever. And then everybody always talk about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't even play his first season. Back Kareem played at the time when they didn't play freshman in college, and then he couldn't play his second year as a sophomore, but he won three. You know, UCLA got history. Like UCLA got history Duke got history, Kansas got history, Kentucky got history. They like they call them the blue bloods. You know what I mean? And even the girl side, I could just think about Cheryl when I was growing up. Cheryl Swoops, I seen her had a crazy run. Candace Parker went eight. I mean, she went eight 2 years in a row. Candace Parker went 2 years in a row. Shout out to Candace Parker, man. 'Cause a lot of people talking about Coke, man. You should have seen her when she was man, man. And Jackie Styles. Shout out, she's one of the coldest chicks, white women that I seen growing up. You know, seeing her in Kansas, man, and she had a nice had a nice tournament run for the ages too, but our team fell short. And shout out to her too, what she's doing as well, giving back. You know what I mean, and training and teaching them the game and everything that she's doing. Um, who else? Like when I start watching women's college basketball, I think about Pat Summitt. I think about the old school Georgia Bulldogs, Lakeisha Threat, um, um, all the good Tennessee teams. I just seen it went from Louisiana Tech, then it was USC, then it was Cheryl Miller, and Cheryl Miller was just crazy. And then I seen it Louisiana Tech, then I seen the version of UConn, and then I remember when UConn took over Tennessee, was has been in a drought lately. But I really think they're gonna really be back in the mix pretty soon. But the competition is so stiff. And Don Staley, I remember watching her growing up. Um, North Carolina girls was nice with Lotta. Um, who else? Maya Moore, she was at UConn. With Shamika Holslaw. Man, Tennessee had a lot of girls that was cold too. That Tamika Holslaw, and they even had what's that girl's name? Man, she played in the WNBA. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and she used to play for the Indiana Fever. What's her name? See, I'm gonna have to look her up now, man. 'Cause I remember her name now. Just hit my head. Tamika Catchings. She was cold too. Tamika Catchings. She was cold. I remember Jennifer Rosati out of UConn. Yeah, I see these players like Sylvia Fowles, Simone Augustus when she was at LSU, Sylvia Fowles when she was at LSU. Um, I don't want to forget anybody. This is just all top of my dome that I can remember. I know as soon as I get off here, I can be like, man, I forgot about her. I forgot about her. I forgot about her. Man, 'cause that's why I like basketball. Watching these players in high school, and then you watch them play in college, and then now they got a women's league now. And I always said this about the ladies though too. They really women's game is they really work on their fundamentals. Like they very most of the great teams that I seen in women's college basketball, all of them was they fundamentals. They was fundamentally sound. Great coaching comes with that, and you also have got to have great players who's willing to submit to a coach too. To let them teach them and everything like that as well. Um, I'm really interested. I can't wait for this season, man. I just can't wait for the season to start. I'm about to get out of here now. I know I said I was gonna do that earlier, but then I start thinking about other stuff though. But man, I just don't want to forget anybody else though, man. Like I'm really thinking hard here. Um, That was cold. Oh, the little girl that just left. She was the rookie of the year, Leah Boston. She was nice when she played for. Um, that's somebody recently. Caitlin Clark still in the making. She got Haley Van Lith, and everybody don't know who Haley Van Lith. She was used to play for Louisville, but she always wanted to play for Kim Mulkey. And now she got an opportunity to play for her in her graduate season. LSU is gonna be crazy this year. Oh my gosh, they just gonna be crazy. Um, they just from top to bottom. Them, you can't forget about UConn. I think Notre Dame gonna be better this year because I think last year they really missed a point guard last year. She had an ACL injury, I think, and she gonna be coming back. I just hope that she's all well, she's ready to go. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, y'all. Y'all be blessed, be safe. I am out. Y'all hear back from me. Mm, Maybe next Monday or Tuesday or something like that. Yeah, it'll be next Monday. Y'all hear from me because for this weekend I'm gonna be on the go. You know what I'm saying? Working wise and everything like that. And the reason why I ain't gonna be having time to do it like I normally do, but on the days that I can would be Saturday and Sunday. We'd be doing college basketball on those days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So you get 4 days in a row. College basketball games. I'm gonna be doing women's games as well as men. Hey, hey, y'all just think I just know about NBA. The reason why I know about NBA because the same NBA players that I seen growing up, I watched them play. I watched them play in college, and I just think it's gonna be a very interesting, crazy year. A lot of new looks around around the country, and it's gonna be a very exciting season. Um, I hope injuries don't derail anybody. I just want the best for all these teams and their ultimate goal. Because when you go to a team like Kansas, Duke, Kentucky, UCLA, like this championship or bust, or Carolina, you got a name like that. They got a blue blood name right there. You already it's championship, you know. But it's gonna be very interesting this year, and I'm looking forward to it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. And a shout out to my homie, man. They should tell me, man, my boy Ricky, man, we used to call that nigga Smiley, because that nigga used to that brother used to look just like a Smurf. He used to have me say this all the time. We used to yell, T Price, I'm out. 3 G's, and I'm out. Peace.